Forgot how to get the YouTube started, but we did it. We're here. Hi, guys. Okay, we are trying. We have two separate things for YouTube and Facebook. So if there is an echo on YouTube or either one of them, you guys need to let me know. Yes. And any comments on Facebook? You're here. Perfect. Thanks, Brett. Oh, hey, it's me. Is there an echo on either side of things? I was like, I'm behind because Miranda and I were in a Zoom. Hi, friend. And then I forgot how StreamYard works. Hello. There we go. Look at things working. Facebook sounds good. Thanks, Miranda. Does YouTube sound good? No echoes. I got a new phone, by the way, since the last time we did this, guys. Got a new phone. So, whoa, if there's no echoes, then we're good to go. Perfect. Britt, don't worry. We're good. We're golden. No echoes on Facebook. No echoes on YouTube. No echoes anywhere. Oh, Greg just echoed. Hi, Michaela. Wine, yay. Like you guys... Do we? Nope, no, because so what happened, you're good to go. There's I have two separate screens. So if it looks like I'm looking at two separate screens, it's because I am. Facebook updated. She's got wine. Y'all are excited. Facebook updated its like policies. And so StreamYard can no longer like stream to a group, which is really annoying. So we just have two separate things. We have Britt and Sarah. They're manning comments and all the things. And I've got the announcements and the wine. And we're good. We're good. You're staying on Facebook, Sarah? That's impressive. And Sarah, you're going to research this, but I think it's a Facebook thing. I don't know if we're going to find, hello, Cassidy. I don't know if we're going to find anything because of Facebook's whole deal about, sorry, there's like two cameras. I'm sorry, guys. It's just going to be a thing with like streaming into a Facebook group. Yeah, Facebook's more popular. The announcements and the wine. I know we're missing one important thing, which I was really hoping was going to get here today, and it's none. It's fine. We can talk about that later a little bit. It's all fine. It's all fine. What's new, friends? You made it. Nice. I'm glad you're here, Kelsey. My exciting news for the week. I got a hot tub and I'm in love with it. By the way, you can kind of see it. Oh, you can totally see it right there. And when I'm done with this live, I'm going to sit in it. I'm going to sit in it, and then I'm going to write another chapter, but it's fine. I'm going to sit in the hot tub first. Oh, this hot tub was it's a whole thing, guys. It's a whole thing. We ordered this hot tub in December, but we had to pour a concrete pad for the hot tub to sit on. And so it was winter. We live in North Dakota. A cover reveal. We got a hot tub, Sarah. Of course, so it was winter when we ordered it, and then it's been rainy, so we could never pour this concrete pad, and so then we were finally able to pour it, which means the hot tub got delivered on Monday, and it's delightful. We don't sit in it till night times, Kelly, and I'm always cold. I'm in long sleeves. I am wearing shorts. Hi, Ashley. And by the time we go out there and sit in it, it's cooling down. So that's what I know about the hot tub. All right. We ready to do this? We're in. We're golden. Here we go. Shop news is always first. We don't have a whole lot of stuff on this because it's pretty up to date. Orders are 2 to 3 business day turnaround. There's going to be some new items dropping in there shortly. Yes, they were supposed to go up on the 15th. And yes, I forgot because I'm in the writing cave. So they will get in there at some point, and I'll let you know when that happens. The massive list. It is massive, but there's nothing. I mean, there's exciting things, but you know. There are flawed books in there as well. Miranda is here, but she has to go. She's a photographer as well. She has to go do a shoot later. Well, she's leaving in like 10 minutes. Otherwise, she would have joined us live on the thing. So we have that planned for August. Just so y'all know. August cave chat will feature the Miranda Lynn. Just so we know. Hi, Ashley. Okay. There are flawed books in there. All books are fully stocked. I don't think there's really much. There's some other merch in there. Just the usual shop news. All the shop things. Okay, audiobooks. All books that are out have an audiobook. Other than the Reaper. And no, the Reaper's not getting an audiobook. I get asked this. It's because it's too short. It is not cost effective to make a audiobook of the Reaper. It's just not. So it's like less than 100 pages. We can just read that one. Okay, friends. Legacy 3 and 4 are both contracted for audiobooks, which, yes, that means I have a date for Legacy 4. And no, I'm not going to tell you what it is. Because things happen and sometimes those dates change. All right. Any questions on those things? The audio. Oh, I know. Listen, I haven't listened to much of the audio. I listen to like certain parts of the audiobooks because it's really weird for me to hear the audio being read. But Christian and Laura are just phenomenal. Drink the wine and just think about it. I can keep secrets, guys. I can keep so many secrets. If it changes, it can be our secret. No, because I can't get hopes up and then have to change the date. I just can't. I can't do it. What I can tell you is that all 3 of my narrators, Laura, Gregory, and Christian, are all going to be at Villains and Vixens in Dallas next September. And when I tell you I learned this and freaked out to have them all in one spot, I am going to fangirl so hard. And it's going to be amazing. And I'm bringing my own books to have them sign, and I don't think that's weird. Oh, we forgot to announce the name of the baby dragon. You mean this baby dragon? We'll wake him up from his nap. Like, hi, little guy. Here's baby dragon. Baby has a name. Baby does have a name. Am I telling them the name? Can I say the name, Miranda? Look at him. I know. He's a little groggy because I just woke him up. Miranda, you still here? She says we can tell you. Baby's name. His name is Baby Chaos. Because it fits us both so well. Baby Chaos. There you go. You can just hang out with us for the night. We all love him. And he loves it here with his family of dragons, which is why in Scotland, for my friends going to Scotland, we need to make sure he stays here with us. Okay? All right, moving on. We'll put him back in. I can never get the egg to close. Oh, there we go. It's not that hard. He does want to stay here, Miranda. He does want to stay here. With all of his dragon family. We have dragons for days here. We have dragons for days up in here. This isn't even all of them. There are 3 more sitting over there and 2 over on my other 3 over on my other shelf. So like we've got a whole family here. He's not sad and tormented at all. He's being socialized and living his best life. The only one that has a name is this one, and it's Rozic. Well, I have baby Luca. Baby Luca's over on the other shelf, though. Hi, guys. What are you jumping on? Christina. Don't tell lies. I would never tell lies. Dance of the Dragons M&M's version. So there you go. This is all the dragons. I actually have more coming because when I got, I've seen the first season of House. Nope. Did we even watch the first whole season of House of Dragon? We've watched the first season of Game of Thrones. And then we started watching House of Dragons because I needed more dragons. But guys, I never watch TV. I'm always writing. You're welcome. I'm literally always writing. And then when I did want to watch it, Greg wouldn't be here because we were watching it together. And so then I felt bad watching it without him. And then when he was ready to watch it, I was busy writing. And so I don't know, one day we'll just binge it all. But my nephew came and saw when we were unpacking the dragons for the Arias Kingdom treasure box. And then he wanted a dragon. So then we bought, I'm always writing. We bought dragons for all of my nieces and nephews and my kids. No, I haven't read the Prince of Legacy book because I'm deep in writing. And it's on my shelf, it's on my Kindle, and it haunts me every single day. And I'm trying to hold out until Towab is written. And we'll see how long I can go because I'm dying to read it. So I haven't read Princes of Legacy yet. You totally would have watched it yourself. I did think about it a few times. I can't say Sarah says what?
When was I not here to watch?
There would be times that I wanted to watch and then you weren't ready, or you were watching. You were in the middle of another show and you didn't want to stop that show to watch another show. And it was a whole thing. I did. Yeah. True story. Yeah, he says. Okay, have a good shoot, friend. She's a photographer, guys. Nobody freak out. No, I did. I absolutely loved the episodes that I saw. It is absolutely up my alley, and I love it all. So yeah, I will eventually watch them. Maybe, I was going to say maybe after I finish Toa, but we're traveling then. I'm traveling so much, so. All right. Okay. So, shop news, legacy news, treasure boxes. Since we're talking about them, Arias Kingdom treasure boxes have all shipped from both rounds. They're all out. They're all good to go. I've been asked if we'll do a third one of them. The answer is no. We usually only do one run. Extra items go up into the Watch It on the Plains together. We'll have the boys on some of the trips. The boys are coming on several of the trips. So family time. But so we will not be doing another round of treasure boxes for the Arias Kingdom. We have the next treasure box planned. The theme is done. I actually already have several of the items here. The rest of them are en route. And we're actually going to be announcing that pretty soon because I want to have them shipped before we go to Scotland at the end of August. So that's going to be kind of a probably a faster turnaround than normal. And then we actually have the theme picked out we do want a quarter, if you don't know. So there's like a quarter one, quarter two, quarter three. We actually have the theme picked out for the last quarter too. It's exciting. So we are planned through the end of the year for treasure boxes. But we'll announce that probably at the end of July sometime with the next treasure box. I'm so glad you loved it. Arias Kingdom was a good one. I mean, they were all good, but every time we do a box, I'm like, this is my favorite one. Tobov hangover kit. Tobov will be fine. You'll all be fine. Sorry, there's things crashing in my kitchen. What is happening out there? What are you doing? What box? Oh, there's things happening in the other room. I didn't know it was happening. Sure, fine. Yeah, everyone will be fine. Okay. So fine. So fine. The Wind Court one, that was a good one. Define fine. I think we all have our own definition of fine. Wasn't it a good snippet? It's my favorite snippet I've shared. It's my favorite snippet. I thought it was a great snippet, by the way. So there you go. All right, let's talk about special editions. What's that?
Plastic bags that tore open on the inside and stuff.
Oh, for that. Yeah. Okay.
I'm not even gonna mess with it. That's gonna go straight outside.
So a reminder. I love to scare you guys. It's like my favorite pastime. Reminder for special editions that yeah, at least there's that. At least he's alive. I can't confirm anything about special editions until you don't need the wine to settle in. We're fine until the companies announce anything. So just so you guys know, it's in my contracts. I can't confirm with anything. So that's why if you put a post in the Facebook group about any edition, if you have suspicions or you have questions about them, we will decline them unless things have been announced, just so you know. So what has been announced? Books for Days. Did Lady of Darkness. I believe they've shipped. They will be having a Scratches and Dents sale August 13th. So if you missed out on those editions, you want to try to get them, those will be, set your date for August 13th, set your reminder for August 13th, and follow their socials for information on that. That'll be August 13th, and they did the entire Lady of Darkness series. They're stunning. They have reverse dust jackets that are glorious, page overlays. They're beautiful. Fake Rate is doing Legacy series. They have Rose and Sosas are, the last I checked, they were both still available, but they are low stock, so they could sell out literally anytime. They will be finishing the series, and those are with Fake Rate. My copy is over on my author shelf. So babe, can you grab the Rose special edition off that shelf, please? And actually, you could grab that signing exclusive too. They're both over there, please. And then Midnight Whispers announced last week they are also doing Legacies. They had the first two up. Stunning design as well. They are sold out. They will have a wait list come up at some point. Yes, those two. Thank y'all. So this one is Fake Rates. So they have that one. It's beautiful. And they they showcased the hardcover of Storm of Secrets and Sorrow last week too. So those, I believe, are still available, but they're low stock. So I don't know how much longer they will be available. And then Midnight Whispers is doing Legacy as well. They will, look at, we do these thumbs up things. I don't know how they work, but there they are. They are sold out. They'll have a wait list at some point. I don't know when that will go up, but if you follow their socials, they'll give you all those things. Okay. Any questions on those? Those are the ones that have been announced. Talk about them. We're good. There are other editions with other companies that are contracted for 2024 and 2025. That's all I can say. That's all I can say on that. Okay. Do we have special edition questions that I can try and answer, or tell you I can't tell you that? But they're beautiful. Yes. Here, we'll just set it like right here, and then y'all can stare at it. It's beautiful. Ooh. Britt. Will they do Lady of Darkness or Legacy? There is some for each. I would have to think on that. 1, 2. We can't say this one. Books for Days, who did the Lady of Darkness set, is also doing Reign of Shadows and Endings. You can pre-order the first book if you're going to Rare. It's going to be a get it first at Rare, and then they will be opening up for general sale when they get back, and that will be so they will have a set as well for Books for Days is also doing Legacy. They will do the whole set. Yes, we'll talk about Polycon in just a second. What we're referring to for August 13th, that is when Books for Days is doing their I'll come over there too. That's when Books for Days is doing their scratches and dents sale of the Legacy or of the Darkness series. Sorry, of the Lady of Darkness series. So if you missed out on that, that's where those are. Are the companies going to do the rest? Yes, they will be doing. She asked if the companies are going to be doing the rest of the Legacy series, and yes, the companies that have contracted Fake Crate, Midnight Whispers, Books for Days are the ones that I can talk about. They are doing the complete series. What can we expect at RomanticyCon? I will talk to you about that in just a second because we're going to talk about events, so we'll get there. Yeah, you're fine. I have both. I'm bouncing back and forth between YouTube and Facebook, so you're good to go. How many sets do we need? All the sets. No, I know that there are a lot of sets, and you guys have, I mean, you don't have to spend your hard-earned money. Your money is precious material, right? Like, you have to buy food and things. So buy the ones you love if you can, and if you like, I don't expect you guys to buy every single edition, okay? It's nice for readers who find me later if they miss out on the previous sales. Like, I know a lot of people are sad that they missed the Lady of Darkness from Books for Days. So then when we have editions later on, it's, other opportunities. Food doesn't last, special editions do. I also love them all. Usually, Ashley, she asked if they do a complete set for a sale when all the books are finished. When they're releasing them individually, like this was in a subscription box. Midnight Whispers has the first 2. You need to get them now. Sometimes, like Books for Days did the whole set at one time, but if they're doing them individually like this, you need to get them now because they will likely not have a complete set to do later on, if that makes sense. Sprayed edges are my weakness, right? Oh, Britt. There's Britt. She's going to put together a chart that discusses these soon. So it's all in one place. Someone asked how many more. Let's see. 1, 2. Hold on. 1, 2. 6 or 7. So you'll have options, friends. Okay. That's what I know for special editions. It is wild and it is surreal, and I am constantly signing tip-ins, I feel like, which is an amazing thing to have. Here you go. Legacy ruling the world. Some are doing Legacy, some are doing Darkness. Hi. All right. We will talk about events in a minute. Let's do ARC and Street Team stuff. So we're starting to get questions about ARC and Street Team. It opens 6 to 8 weeks before. I have an entire bookcase dedicated, Michaela. No, I do. I put it was in my Tracy. Hi, friend. Tracy lives across the pond, guys. She lives in London, and she should be sleeping because they are 6 hours ahead of me. So that's exciting. I don't remember. Oh, I have a bookcase. It was in my reels and my TikTok yesterday because I got my first foreign edition in. It was the Spanish edition of Lady of Darkness. But that bookshelf at the bottom of my stairs, which is where these are usually at, that's why Greg had to grab them, is like all of my special editions and my foreign editions. And every time I add something to that shelf, I cry. It's fine. It's fine because it's just all a very real thing. Hi, Molly. Oh. Okay, so ARC Team opens 6 to 8 weeks before release, usually. That's the ARC and Street Team. Britt says right now she's looking at a tentative open date of early September. Okay, here's the thing. 1, if you're already on the ARC Team and you don't want to go anywhere, you do not have to reapply, okay? If you're on, you're on until you decide to leave or until you decide to leave, or if we don't get your review information, okay? So you don't need to reapply. If for some reason you need to take a break or you don't have time to arc read or you don't want to arc read anymore, that's fine. There's never hard feelings. Just let Britt know and she will take care of things on her end. Okay. For applying for the ARC team, we will shout about it everywhere. We will give you lots and lots of warning when it's coming. Okay, so be prepared for that. It's not open very long, you guys, because the form fills up incredibly fast. It's a form that you fill out to, let us know that you're interested. Brett has to go through all of those, and we need to get people selected. So we usually only leave it up for 2 to 3 days, and then we close it down. The only requirements we have for the ARC team is that you have reviewed a book of mine in the past, because on the form, we do ask you to link a review for one of my books. Oh, here's Brett, like 48 hours most of the time, because it's like hundreds for her to go through. You don't have to have a follower account. You don't have to have social media. You have to be able to review Amazon and Goodreads. And then you have to have done a review of mine in the past. Those are the only requirements for the ARC team. We try to get as many of you on as we can. And we do keep track. So if you weren't able to get on last time, we try to get you on the next round. Just know that spots are limited. That's all I can say for the ARC team. Okay, speaking of ARC team, if you are here now and currently on the ARC team, we will have files for you tomorrow morning. And we'll talk about that in a minute. I didn't want to forget. Questions about the ARC team? Well, we're chit-chatting about it. Britt is the MVP. She manages my chaos. Not those files, Cassidy. Whoa, cover reveal files. It's not written yet. It's written. It's not fully written yet. You will have cover reveal files, because we're getting a cover reveal tomorrow, guys, and we'll talk about that in a little bit. It's on my list. We can't go out of order. It confuses me, especially when there's wine involved. For sure. Ferris does all my Spanish stuff. They're my Spanish publisher. So they have to do the Spanish side of the things. No, you're not getting the book. We have the book for ARC team is currently scheduled. You guys know how I write. I can't give you a sneak peek. I don't have it to show you a sneak peek. But you guys know how I write right up to my deadlines. So I will be writing right up to my deadline. And then my editors my betas and editors have to do their thing, which means my usual. You guys will get it like 2 weeks before, like we usually do. For sure. Okay. We're good there? We're just cruising right along. This is a list of This is a list of signings that we need to discuss, because I have FOMO and can't say no to signing events. Britt loves it, and so does my husband. That I can't say no to signing events. I was saying how much you love it. He does love it for the most part. He's ignoring me now. It's fine. Okay, signings. My next signing is Sinners and Stardust. It's in Boston. It's next month. We're all excited. I can't say no to signings. So much FOMO. It's not too many signings. It's fine. It's going to be fun. Sinners and Stardust is next month in Boston. I'm going to be there. Greg's going to be there. We're actually going to go early. We're taking the boys. We're doing a little family vacation beforehand. And then my mom is flying back with them while we do Sinners and Stardust, which is really exciting. So I'm shipping books out there this week, and it's going to be amazing. And we're going to have all the fun. And if you are like me and you love the Royals of Forsyth series, Angel and Sam are going to be there, and we can all freak out together. I've met Angel. I have never met Sam. And I'm excited. All right. Miranda's in the Marco Polo friends. Sarah and Britt. Then we have Rare, which is in Edinburgh, Scotland, which is in September. The dumpster fire. That is in September, the beginning of September. We have Romanticycon in Orlando, which is October 2024, the beginning of October. And then we have Books, Gowns, and Crowns in Seattle in the middle of October. That is the end of my 2024. This is the 2024 signing exclusive that you can get at my 2024 signing events. Yes, it's stunning. Gabby did amazing. And people are asking, how do we get these? Here's the thing is there will be a leftover sale for any remaining copies of this. And I will have more news on things revolving around this after my events are done. But know that I hear you and we're working on things, okay? So, yes, it is. It's so pretty. This is the signing exclusive. It even says it. 2024 event signing exclusive. It's gorgeous. It is. It's so pretty. It's so pretty. Okay, so we'll talk about that. There will be a different signing exclusive for my 2025 event. So we do a signing exclusive for every year. This is the 2024 one. We'll have a different one for 2025. Okay. I can't have this at Rare because of the UK, because if you don't know, what is the word? I can't think of the word because of the wine. I'm just kidding. I just can't think of the word right now. But an imprint, there we go. An imprint of HarperCollins, the UK, picked up the Darkness series. And so I cannot sell the first one there because that will be out. They will have their version out. And so we had to do a different signing exclusive for, hold on. This is going to I'm about to be blinded by the sun. For Rare. She wanted a reminder. Will the 2025 be a different book from the series or from Legacy? I cannot tell you that yet. I can't tell you about the 2025 signing exclusive yet. So I can't tell you that. I can tell you that at Rare, we will have Treasures of Darkness, which is what I was hoping was going to be here because tomorrow I will have the proof in my hands and I'm so excited and I'm going to cry when I look at it because it is stunning. So Treasures of Darkness is a Lady of Darkness compilation. If you don't know, it has all of the bonus chapters that have been released in there and it has the character interviews from the newsletter are in there. We had custom portraits done of all of the characters. Those are in there with their portraits. There's artwork in there. There are maps. There are family trees. There are marks. There are God symbols. There are suggested reading orders, chronological reading orders. All the things that you guys have wanted for Darkness are in the Treasures of Darkness book. And that will be a Get It First at Rare. I get it. I was hoping to have it here so that I could show you some of the things. And it is in full color. It is 276 pages. It's pretty, guys. It's pretty. And it will be available for everybody. Don't worry. After my signing events. So after my signing events are done at the end of October, we will get them up for you guys to order. There will probably be an initial pre-order so that I make sure I order enough for the initial order. And then it will always be available and it will be available for pre-orders for future events as well for 2025 and forward. Okay. Does that answer all the questions about Treasures? It's gorgeous. It will be, I will have it after that, it will be regularly stocked. But we just wanted to make it available for Rare first because I can't sell this in Scotland because of my contract with my UK publisher. And so we wanted to have something for them. And so we weren't going to actually do the Treasures book until next spring. I've been working on the Treasures book for over a year. But And I was planning to release it next spring, but we wanted to get it out. So Gabby was amazing and worked with me on getting the portraits done sooner so that we could get this pushed out and ready for rare. And then we will have it after my events. And we're pushing it to the end of the events just because I'm going to be so busy to I wouldn't be able to get it out to you guys any sooner because I'm just constantly traveling through the end of October. So that's what we know for treasures. I know I can keep secrets. I can keep the secret. You guys seen How I Met Your Mother? I can keep a secret real good. Oh, yeah. So the storm portraits. So we've been revealing the portraits. If you're in the cave or Instagram or Discord, all three places, we've been revealing some of the portraits. We did Azrael yesterday because Sarah, I know I can keep secrets. Yes. You guys are the sweetest. So yes, we will have a 2025 signing exclusive. I did do a How I Met Your Mother reference because it is my favorite show. Yes, my husband and I have conversations in How I Met Your Mother lines back and forth.
And their legend. Wait.
If you didn't hear him, he just said, and those conversations are legend. Wait for it. Dairy. Yeah. All right. 2025. Here we go. We're going to go down the list because there's a lot. Huh? It is half a year away, but I'm already planning for it. Tracy, it's because Greg hates Gilmore Girls. He hates Gilmore Girls. He hates when I watch Gilmore Girls. I love Gilmore Girls, but Greg does not. He would never agree to having Gilmore Girl conversations. So we have to do How I Met Your Mother. All right. 2025. We're going down the list. I'm maxed out. I'm just kidding. There's some that I can't tell you yet. Do we know if there's going to do another sale for the Lady of Darkness special editions that came out? Those are from Books for Days. They will have a scratch and dent sale on August 13th, but they are not doing a reprint of them. Oh, I know he's wrong, Tracy. I tell him that all the time. But also, my youngest name is Logan, so just so you guys know. Maybe where I got the name from. All right, here we go. 2025. Go down the list. We've got Romanticon LA. That is February 2025. ApollyCon is in April 2025. Babe in Australia is May 31st to June 1st. 2025. Midwest Bookish Fest is Minneapolis in June 2025. BB4E is in Vancouver in July 2025. We have Vixens and Villains in Dallas in September. Book Harvest is in Chicago in October. I did not add Romanticon Orlando 2025 is end of October. And then there is one or two more in 2025 that I can't tell you yet. Whew. But I get to come see y'all in 2025. So there's lots of options. I'll have a signing exclusive. There will be exclusives. We'll say that. Okay. ApollyCon, I know. The one that's like the Hunger Games to get tickets for ApollyCon. That's what I know for all of those. Do we have questions about signing events? Do we have questions about the things? Oh, for pre-orders, all of my 2024 pre-orders are closed except for Books, Gowns, and Crowns. That one closes. I don't know the date. I can tell you the date. It's on our master calendar here. Hold on. August 1st. So those will close August 1st. And then the 2025 pre-orders will start going up probably September-ish. And we'll put those up. When I do that, we'll put up Romanticon LA, ApollyCon, and Babe Australia. on the bucket list. We all have bucket lists. LA is going to be so fun. I almost didn't do LA. And then again, I have FOMO. And so here we go. Just because it's so busy, but it's going to be amazing. I'm super excited. It's been a while since I've been to LA. So that will be exciting. All the things. All right. Any other questions on that, friends? I went out of order and talked about Treasures of Darkness before it was on the list. You just found the YouTube channel. Oh, I'm glad you're here, Julie. We do our cave chats about once a month. We didn't have one last month because life was busy. Oh, and I had Nashville, which was amazing, by the way. It was just super busy. Okay, speaking of being super busy, we do have August cave chat planned, but then after that, we'll do one in September or October. Probably September because there's more space in between there. And then maybe right before release. Maybe that's what we'll do. I don't know. We'll look at the schedule. We'll figure it out. Okay. We already talked about Treasures of Darkness, so I did that out of order. There's a cover reveal tomorrow. Are we excited? It's gorgeous. So again, ARC team, you will be getting cover reveal files in the morning to share if you would be willing to do so for my ARC and Street team. We get asked a lot about pre-ordering the physical book. And here's what I can tell you about that. The ebook pre-order is up. You can go pre-order the ebook. We are about to break a record for the most pre-orders I have ever had for a book. And that is another surreal thing. So thank you if you have pre-ordered the ebook. It will be available in Kindle Unlimited, as all my other stuff is. The physical book, here's the thing is I can't do a pre-order for that until I have, I don't usually send an email, Megan. It'll be in the ARC group, Facebook group, and in the ARC Discord. And when you get the files, you'll be able to post because we will send you the files right after we make our post, and then we'll get you guys the files. So for the physical book pre-order, I can't get you guys that until until we have a page count, which I don't have yet because the book is not done. So once I have a page count, then we know how to price the book. We know how much printing is going to cost so that we can get all the stuff done. And then we will put up a pre-order in my shop for signed books. There will be a hardcover and paperback. There will not be a pre-order wide because of how, Sarah says to guess the colors, because of how KDP prints on demand. It just doesn't work. They don't let us do pre-orders on that. And Ingram and Amazon, which Ingram is my printer for the hardcovers for wide distribution. They do not always play nice with Amazon. And a lot of times when we do a physical book pre-order through them, they get delayed. And then that's a whole issue. So they go up usually a day or two before release so that you can order it and then hopefully get it as close to release day as possible. Ooh, our guesses are blue and purple, black and purple. We have a blue guess. Purple guess. Red or blue. Lots of things. Do you guys have questions about pre-orders? Nope, Michelle, you didn't. Our ARC team opens 6 to 8 weeks before release. So right now we're looking at early September is when the ARC team form will open, and we'll give you guys lots of notice because it doesn't stay open long because it fills up really fast and Britt has to go through all the applications. So early September, but we'll give you guys lots of warning. Actually, the next time we do a cave chat is the end of August, and we will have a date for when, like a firm, this is what's going to happen date. Some purple, gold. Melissa had a choice. All her books would be blue. Actually, I am not a fan of blue, believe it or not. I don't wear a lot of blue. I'm just saying. It's not a bad color. It's just not my favorite color. Oh, Sarah meant purple. Now that's the whole thing. I just bought a purple raincoat for Scotland. Just bought a purple raincoat. I do love purple. When I have nails on, they're usually purple. The green from the last one needs to be on everything, though. Yeah. The green from the last one on Storm matches someone's eyes. Okay. What do we got next? So as we talked about, I am deep in the writing cave. I'm deep in the writing cave, guys. I need this book to be done before I go to Boston. And so I am writing and writing and writing. That's like my entire world right now. So if you need anything, I like check in here and there, but if you need anything, talk to Britt. Okay, Britt will get you all the things. How many days of PTO should I prepare to recover from this book? I don't know. I'm sure we'll all be fine. They have waterproof hardcovers. Listen, I was crying the other day writing. That's what I'll tell you. It's fine. Yeah, but it needs to be written before I go to Boston, Michelle. I'll be editing on the plane and sending stuff to my betas and my editor. So that will be what's happening on the plane rides. Okay, what do we got? So I'm in the writing cave. If you need anything, you can reach out to Britt. And she will, oh, my dogs are chasing birds. She will make sure you get taken care of. Right now, we need 3 to 5 business days to recover from the alpha copies, says Sarah. So there you go. The alphas have gotten roughly half the book. I know what fine means. 3 to 5 days. Christina says she's still recovering from SOSAS. For merch licensing info, you can also reach out to Britt. She'll take care of all of that. We have been featuring merch, the licensed merch shops in the newsletter, but Britt also has a merch file in, I think it's in Discord and here in the cave. So it's my favorite thing to do. That's a good thing to picture, Kelsey. Ooh, purple or red. Those are good guesses. Okay, what else? Oh, there's going to be a legacy read-along. So Britt is putting that together if you want to reread the first 2 books before Towab comes out. She's going to have a read-along with the whole group if you want to. Oh, there we go. Both places. They're in the shops with all the shop information is in both places. She will have more info coming on that in early August. It's going to be a hybrid style. So there's going to be a weekly discussion questions in the Discord. And then there will be one Zoom after both books. It's going to be, the Zoom is, so, and it will, the reading thing, the read along will be done before ARCs go out. So if you're on the ARC team and you want to wait to do a read along with everybody else, it will be done before ARCs go out. It'll probably end like, I think that's what we talked about, right, Britt? It's going to end like right before ARCs go out is when it'll be done. And then we'll do a Zoom. It'll be kind of planned around my travel schedule. So whenever we can fit that in, but we will make sure we do a Zoom before if you want to do a read along. Yeah, the Zooms last like 3 hours each. And this one will probably be much of the same because it'll be both books at one time. I just hang out and do my nails and let you guys chit chat. We should try. Well, when I'm not traveling so much, maybe after I'm done traveling so much. Well, then we start traveling in 2025. So we can maybe look at doing more Zooms too, because that'd be fun. Any questions about any of that? Ben, you start writing. I know. I'm always writing. I'm never not writing. Confidence to share a screen. I'll just make you the host of the Zoom. It'll be fine. Okay. Future writing plans. We talk about this if you're new here. I kind of let you know. I don't let you know like exactly what's coming, but we know there is an Avonlea series coming. And that will be Sethan, Kylea, and Razik's backstory. It will take place before the Darkness series. That one has been announced. There are several other series in the works, not including Legacy or Avonlea. So a reminder that I write in one universe, but different worlds. Okay. So that always leaves the door open for some things. There were things planted for every single series, all of them, all 9 of them, from the very beginning, all the way back in Lady of Darkness. But again, you don't have to read one series to understand another series. I wrote them that way on purpose so that if you didn't jive with one series, you don't have to read it. I'll make sure that you're all caught up. So if, you're reading Legacy and didn't read Darkness, don't worry. Yes, you're going to see Easter eggs. There will be spoilers sometimes along the way. I give you warnings for that, but I write them that way for a certain reason. Different worlds. All kinds of things. I have a tentative writing schedule. I know the tentative order that things will come out. I just don't tell you guys about it because things can always change. And I don't like to get your hopes up and then have to set them on fire. So I just tell you as they come. Those are my notes. What else do we want to talk about? A series on the spirit animals and world walkers. That would be so neat. Thinking about that one series with that one character from that one chapter you sent us. I did it. You guys can talk about the color of the cover. I won't send it to you because things are changing. When I wrote that, it was not connected. I can send it to you, but you have to okay, we'll talk about that in Marco. If you don't know, when I wrote Rosé, Reign of Shadows and Endings. I wrote the first half of that book in between books 2 and 3 of the Darkness series because I needed a break from the Darkness world. And so I wrote the first half of that book. It was not connected at the time. I just wrote that for me. It was never going to see the light of day, to be honest. And then my alpha team somehow one day convinced me to send them what I had. I think I was talking about it and they were like, oh, no, we're publishing this. And then I woke up at 3 a.m. one day morning and I was like, holy crap, they're all connected. And now we have just this explosive universe. And that's what happened. You do mention it every cave chat, Tracy, and it's funny. Oh, Tracy, I had a question for you and now I do not remember what it was. Dang it. I'll think of it. I was talking with Miranda this morning and I was like, I can ask Tracy that question because it was a question about us being over there. Actually, I do know what it was. It was about Rare London that you were at last year. I'm going to be messaging you just so you know. Okay. What's your favorite thing ever? I'm so glad, Rachel. I'm so glad. So on YouTube we have please when you wake up at 3 a.m. I can't imagine how your hubby was like, what are you doing? Listen, I routinely wake up at 3:30 odd hours of the night because my characters wake me up. Yes, they talk to me. It's a whole thing. And I write on my phone because otherwise I won't remember what happened. And Greg has routinely woken up. He's used to it now. It is what it is. Did we already discuss the water prince? And we didn't. We can talk about that. So Christina asked, she said she came in late, and did we discuss the water prince and wind princess story? Okay, give me a few minutes. We will discuss Unrelenting Winds. I'll give people a chance to get off here in a minute before we discuss that. So if there's anything else, then we'll discuss that at the end in case people haven't read it and don't want spoilers. I can ask you tomorrow, Tracy. Go to sleep. How did you connect the worlds without you knowing? So originally, yeah, mid-no summer. Nope. We can talk about that physical copy though in just a second. Do I have storyboards? No, I have yellow legal pads all over my desk. I have, yeah, okay. I need to keep track of the things. I need to write this down because I'm going to forget. So we'll do Unrelenting Winds at the very end. I will give you guys lots of warning to get off for those who haven't read yet, but you don't have to leave quite yet. We won't discuss it yet. We will discuss the physical copies in just a second. How did I know? So Rosé was originally going to be loosely based on Hades and Persephone. Theon was like the descendant of Hades. Tessa would have been the Persephone character. So it was already kind of rooted in the Greek mythology. And then I don't remember. I don't know. I woke up at 3 a.m. and was like, holy crap, because I have there's another series that I started writing, which is the one Tracy always talks about. That was also completely different. And like in my head, they just all like, whoop. And I was like, this is going to be amazing. And that's how we got to where we are. So I don't actually have storyboards. I just have yellow. You can't see them. Can you see them? Can't. This whole stack is like book notes. It's ridiculous. Yes, it was just like that, Kelly. It was just like Kronk in Emperor's New Groove. Absolutely. Oh, okay, hold on. Yeah, Sarah, I had like all the Greek gods listed. If I could find my original Rosé notes. It wasn't even called Rosé at the time, but I had like all the 12 main Greek gods listed, and there was like 6 that were the main kingdoms, and they like it was a whole thing. And it was set in our world, so it was going to be low fantasy, but it was a whole thing. The Unrelenting Winds, the anthology physical copies, it's huge, guys. It is 1,500 pages. And so the limit for Amazon to print a paperback is 800 pages. So that's not going to fit. So they have to split it into 2. They are going to be matching covers. There will be a volume 1 and a volume 2, but the spines, when you put them together, will make like an image. I don't know what it's going to be. They're working on that. It's going to be kind of like a special edition thing. And when I have more information on how to order it and when to order it and all the things, I will get that to you. I don't know when that's going to be before the anthology is done. So the anthology runs until September 30th. It's a charity anthology. All the proceeds go to the Wildlife Conservation Center. And so as soon as I have more information on that, I will give that to you. Now, because of how they're going to be printed, they will probably be a little more expensive than what we were anticipating. And if that is not something you can do, just hang in there, okay? They're going to be only paperback, Megan. From what I know, as far as I understand, they will just be paperback. But after the anthology, the charity anthology is done at the end of September, the rights to that story revert back to me. Okay? That's what I can tell you for that. All right. Do we have anything else we need to discuss before we discuss Unrelenting Winds? What were you doing out there? Oh, I thought you were outside. Cough, cough, wait it out. Oh, you went and got eggs. Do I have a favorite story? I have not read the rest of the anthology because I've been writing. When I tell you guys I don't read when I'm writing, I don't read when I'm writing. And I definitely don't read fantasy when I'm writing. I'm like in a fantasy world all the time. And so I don't read fantasy when I write. Although right now I'm working through Kayla Edwards' City of Souls and Sinners, which is why I have stopped reading, is because I want to finish that. And it's fantasy. Yeah, it's just a lot. Okay. I do have a book wish list. I used to post it all the time, and I feel kind of bad posting it in there, but I can post it in there if you guys want it. Bye, Maddie. Thanks for hanging out. Yeah, that's the one I'm reading, Jackie. I love her stuff. So if you liked If you like the more contemporary feel of like Rosé, Kayla Edwards has an amazing series. It is the first one is called City of Gods and Monsters, and then the second one is just grab that. Okay, hold on. They're big, guys. They're thick things. Okay. So this is book one. She has City of Gods and Monsters. This is the one I'm reading right now, City of Souls and Sinners. And then this one released a couple months ago, and it's City of Lies and Legends. And they are, they're a contemporary. So think like Rosé. There's cars and cell phones, and it's a contemporary modern world. Okay. You get, this one starts with 2 POVs, and then she adds POVs, okay, as you go through the books. And yeah, they are chunky books, chunky books, and they're good. They're very good. And I love the world she's building, and her lore is really good too. Thanks for hanging out, Amber. You're starting the last one. Ooh, I hope you love it. I've heard really, really good things about it. Yeah, so this is your notice. Your notice to head out. If you haven't read Unrelenting Winds, this is your chance to jump off. I'll wait a few minutes yet, but if you have not read Unrelenting Winds and you don't want spoilers, this is your chance to jet out. Julie, I have really liked it. Like I said, they're thick and there's lots of lore and world building. Oh, she has pretty pages in this one that I didn't know about. You can always tell. You can see the difference. So you can tell she updated her formatting for this one. I didn't realize that. That's super exciting. Okay. Doot. We'll give them another minute. You're just here to hang. All right. So if you haven't read, it's going to be Briar time. So if you haven't read Unrelenting Winds, which is the anthology for Briar and Ashton novella, you need to, and you don't want spoilers, you need to go. If you're okay with spoilers or you've read it and you want to discuss it, hang out. This is your chance. What else? Okay. Here for the spoilers, says Christina. Bye, Lisa. All right, last warning. Last warning for Unrelenting Winds. You read it multiple times? I love that. Okay, last call. You still can't say Ashton correctly. Okay, last call. If you have not read Unrelenting Winds and you don't want spoilers, don't hang out here now. Are we good? We're all good? Okay. What do y'all want to talk about? Oh, you missed an hour of the chat, but you read Unrelenting Winds. So you're glad you made it. Yeah. I forgot that released because I've been writing. And so I'm glad someone mentioned it. All right. Do your thing. What you want to talk about? Just here to hang. You loved it. I'm so glad. I will tell you that it was one of the hardest things I've ever written. Oh, Christina says, Jordan Stewart, get out. There's Lady of Darkness spoilers. She's calling you out, Jordan, if you're still here. So yeah, Unrelenting Winds was one of the hardest things I've ever written. You didn't want it to end. Trying to read it enough. It's a gorgeous story and hard how. It was hard because Ashton has a very unique personality. So it was really hard being in her head. And Briar has a lot of green. There's no red flags for that man. And I write people with red flags. So it was really interesting to write someone who basically has all green flags. And that sounds crazy, but it was. Oh. That's what I know. Hi, Tammy. Briar is the greatest of flags. Tammy, if you have not read Unrelenting Winds and you do not want spoilers, you probably don't want to hang out because that's what we're discussing. The greenest of flags for Briar, for sure. I'll let you guys chat. I don't know. I don't know. Tammy, she might have left because if she hasn't read it. Of course you've read it. Okay, good. I just didn't want to, I'm trying to warn people if they haven't read it, that's what we're discussing. We told everybody who hadn't read it to leave if they didn't want spoilers. So, yes, we're talking about the novella. What was it, 13 chapters? Oh, it's right here. Yeah, 13 chapters. 13 chapters of Briar and Ashton. Someone swoon over Briar with me, says Kelly. And yes, it's Alaska Tammy. Wait, Tammy, are you reading Royals? Are you reading Royals of Forsyth? Oh, Taylor says reading about Briar, how Briar learned to understand Ashton was so sweet. Briar is swoon-worthy. You never would have pictured swooning over Briar, but here we are. Okay. I wanted to make sure I had the right Tammy. You're on Lords of Mercy already? Nice work. Lords of Wrath is my favorite Lord's book. Yeah, Briar and Ashton are just like, I don't know, all the, oh. I know, right, Taylor? That's what I was saying. He was so hard to write because he really doesn't have any. Maybe a little voyeurism. That's about it. So if you've read Unrelenting Winds, there may have been Easter eggs. I'm just saying. I'm just saying some things. Must reread them. I don't think you'll recognize them yet. You got through Dukes, though, Christina? That's impressive. Dukes is, yeah. Light stocking for Briar. Exactly. It's his orange flag. Just a little voyeur. He was fine. Oh, for sure. That had been planned for, see, you guys, the secrets that I keep. I agreed to do that. We knew what we were going to write for the anthology last. My gosh, it was like a year and a half ago that I was approached to do the anthology. And then I wrote that March and April. Yeah, they're not for you, Tracy. That's okay. You love seeing the POV pre-Soren, right? Yeah. It was really, that was really fun to write, like pre-Scarlet time to write the peeps and to see like Azrael and even Tarek, which I know. But I've missed them just like you guys do. So it was really fun to write them pre-Scarlet and pre-Darkness. Yeah, see, they knew things. They knew things. God, I know, Azrael. Wasn't that art that Gabby did of him like phenomenal? When Thea showed up, I know, right? Tarek was sus even, and people knew. Well, Ashton knew because of the wins. But yeah, Thea, it was the whole thing. It's really interesting to write. And as I've started plotting out, even the Avonlea series will be interesting because that's all pre-darkness. I have to remember sometimes because some of it's pre-darkness, and then I'm also doing the Days of Darkness for the newsletters, which is after darkness, and I have to keep all the history straight. Oh. We all agree with you, Christina. Ashton not liking Tarek was a 5, right? I liked that Ashton could be a little snarky in her like weird, quirky way. I didn't expect that from her. I kind of started seeing that when I wrote her the bonus chapter. So the bonus, we released the Wind Princess bonus chapter a few weeks ago. And that was shortly before I started writing this. So I kind of used that to get into her headspace. So that was a really nice thing. Sassy Ashton, I know, right? All of her little perks, Kelly. One of my favorites was when she asked Talwyn a question, and Talwyn was like, "Why would you ask me that?" She was like, "To get an answer." Oh. She channels Sheldon Cooper with the snark. That's a good analogy for sure. A good comparison. Oh. Yeah. All right. There's a couple people who have jumped on. If you have not read Unrelenting Winds, which is the anthology novella, and you don't want spoilers, don't hang out. I've seen a few of you slip in here. So just so you guys know, you're going to get spoiled. Ready for a reread? Listen, so these, right, I'm deep in Legacy, right? And then I like seeing you guys when people are in the Discord or in the Facebook and they're like posting their reading reactions. And then I'm like, oh, that was a good part. And then I go reread things because I also miss them. Like sometimes I'm like, I don't really even remember writing that. And then I go read it and I'm like, oh, that was really good. The social cue quirk of her makes that sense, right? Like her just not understanding social cues is just. I love her. They were both hard to write. And on top of that, if you don't know, I prefer to write the male POVs over the female POVs. So that also made her just more difficult because all the things. All right. Right? For real. Christina said, funny you say that because I always feel like she has a touch of the autism and the effort and love Briar puts into her when most people just brush her off. Very much so. He needs a teasing sign. She was starting to pick up on it towards the end. Oh. I loved their dynamic and how it grew in that time. For sure. Dogs are running around right out there. All right, guys. Anything else you want to chat about before we jump off? Sawyer is a ride or die. That it was bittersweet to write Sawyer. I will say that. I will say that. We all love Sawyer. Need stories of their kids. That would be really cool, huh? She made the socks joke. She did make a joke at the end. She'll get there. Oh. Thank you for all the characters. This is how the worlds expand or the universe expands because we all fall in love or I fall in love with someone and then I'm like, well, they need a series. Oh. Tula babysitting the twins. She's not that much older than them though. She's like 5 or 6. I'll go put the baby down for sure, Taylor. Thanks for hanging out. Cinnamon roll Briar. It's the only one of my editors said Briar is the closest thing to a cinnamon roll that you're ever going to get from me. She's not wrong. She's not wrong. All right, guys, if we have nothing else, thanks for hanging out. We have a cover reveal tomorrow. I hope you love it as much as we do. And then I will talk to you guys tomorrow or the next cave chat, which will be the end of August. All right, guys, have an amazing night, and I'll talk to you guys later.